online toolbox is something that we can use. It's so simple. Even I can create things and upload pictures and logos and stuff. Give this out to your clients. You can create this, and it is so simple. Then you can email it out, or you can print it and then mail it, whatever you want to do. And your shiny face is in front of everybody, your clients, your referrals, all year long. Quick reference, nice point of reference. Now we have newsletters, we have all sorts of different things that are available to you. I can't tell you how important it is for me to help you build your business. I really want to be there for you. So call me and let me help you through this whole entire process. Who knows my cell phone?
Website.
Oh, www.orhp.com. And if you don't have a toolbox, all you need to do is hit create, and you can walk through it, or more importantly, call me. Let's get together. Let's do maybe a little time creating. It's really fun. And it's so simple.
Yep.
250-3359. It's my cell, but more importantly, keep in mind, I am all about service. If you're going to be using me for your home warranty, which I really hope you do, it's all about what if you have a problem.
Yeah, can I give a plug? I don't even go any more there. You know how busy all of us are today. We're doing 10 times more than we should be doing to do the same thing. And I call Patty and go, Patty, I need a warranty. This is the address, get it on. And she's got it on. And Dave and I have had other issues with other companies.
Yep.
And I can sleep at night knowing if there's a problem, I've got Patty on my side.
Me too.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you.
I'm gonna cry.
Her service is tremendous.
Yes.
Truly, I mean,
Truly.
it really is all about the service, because it's easy to sell a product.
She walks the talk.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about.
She's
And
fun
I'm
to
here
drink
for
with
you.
too.
But call me. Let's create. Let's do some things. 2013 is going to be a superior year, and I want to help you with promotion, because self-promotion is so very important. So,
Thank you.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank
And
you.
enjoy the lunch.
Thank you. Lunch is excellent. Thank you.
You go. I'll just throw
Thank you, baby.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming, everybody.
Good.
We're going to go over some video today, the most powerful thing that of all the classes we've done so far. This is our third one. So, how many of you are using video right now to market yourselves and your business?
Not.
Just a little.
A little bit? Good. So we have the rest that need to learn about it, get over the hurdles, get started, and that's what we're going to try to do today. I think we can give you some tips and get you going with that. For those of you not using videos, we'll get you started, and I've got some great tips that, I mean, I love video, so I want to share what I've known. I'm still learning. I got a long way to go too, but we can work together on this. And my name is Dave Farney, for those of you who don't know me. I'm with Social Media Nevada, and what I've done is I got started in social media about 2 years ago, and I saw the need, and I didn't have anybody to go to, so I thought, well, there's a lot of agents that need some help. So I'm going to get started and start a business to do that. And what I did was I teamed up with a business with another company that's been in the business. It's about 1992. They're one of the leaders in the industry with SEOs, websites, social media products, and you know, we build the Cadillac. We can do from the whole brokerage to the individual person, help them get started. So that's what we do. So to get started, you see all these, you watch your cameraman and your local stations out there, and you see that average cameraman out there, that camera he's carrying costs about $35,000. And he's out there shooting video and, you know, and all this thing. And what we've seen over the past decade now is that we can do the same thing, shoot our own video effectively and inexpensively to market ourselves and our business. So I mean, it's just a tremendous tool to be able to use. And the good news is we can get started for about $300 to $500. You know, and most of us already have what we need to get to do the video. how many here have how many have a iPhone or an Android? I mean, everybody's got basic thing. We've got cameras, just basic cameras. I have a little Canon A70 here that it shoots video too. So, webcams on your computer. Some are built in now. A lot are built in. You got, you can buy nice webcams that just attach with a USB. You've got screenshot software where you can use as training right on your computer and show people how to do things. So that's basically, we're going to get started with, if I can click to my next slide here. So just to give you an idea of some of the stats on YouTube and how huge it is, and this is just YouTube. We've got 60 hours of video uploaded every minute on YouTube. We've got 3 billion videos every day watched on YouTube.
Wow.
400 million views a day on just mobile. Mobile is so huge now, just on mobile phones and stuff. So by the end of 2012, it'll be half of all your video, all your viewing online will be on YouTube and the video sites. So it's just a tremendous powerhouse. And YouTube's a market leader. We have many other sites up there that we can use. Okay, so why do we need video? Okay, the best thing about video is it's personal. We're built, our minds are wired, our brains are wired to connect face to face, with each other. So video does that. The video, we're there. You're interacting with your client, and they can see who you are. It builds trust. It's authentic, transparent. It helps build relationships with clients. Video helps connect with people in a real way. So they can see you. They can see your demeanor. They can see how, is this guy, I can tell if this guy's honest. You're there. You're connecting with them. So again, it goes right into its complete subtlety and nuances, the nonverbal question and emotion, and you add that video in with your text and images, and it just brings it full circle with the video. So it's just so powerful. It's compelling. Most people, if you give them 5 paragraphs or something to read, they'd rather watch a video. So it's easy. You just click on it, you watch it, boom, you get the full content of it. It just works. It complements everything that you do. So anywhere you have online marketing, your squeeze pages, anything that you do, if you have video there with it, it's going to just bring it to life. So you've got, any blog post that you do like on that, we talked about the website for Zillow, the $10 website. Every blog post you do on there, you just put a little video in there with it. You don't have to describe the whole post, but you introduce your post with video. Email, video email, I've been using it for a long time, but it's now starting to come full circle, and really, it's in its era now. So it's a differentiator. Right now, video is the thing, and there's so few people using it. It's amazing to me. It puts you ahead of the curve. It puts you way ahead of the competition. Right now, I'm way ahead of the competition because when I'm out there marketing, I'm telling everybody out there, look at Mr. Investor from Asia, Canada, I do video. So when I set you up that search, and those houses come to you, when you pick out, you say, I like that one, and that one, I can go out and video that house, send you the link on YouTube, and now you can do a walkthrough of that house. So powerful. And there's so few people, I'm glad. And I have investors call me and they say, how come everybody doesn't do this? And I said, I don't know, but I'm glad they don't, because I do it. So, but that's just, it's just so powerful, and nobody's using it. And that's why we're here today. We want to get everybody started using this, because it's not hard. Okay? The opportunity is huge. You can market and market your business and connect with clients with video every day, all over the internet. And once you're up there, that's there forever. You have video. I have about 80 videos up on my YouTube channel right now, and that's not many. Some people have hundreds of them up there. And the more you get, you just keep building that up, You get 5, 10, 20. It's so inexpensive now. For basically $300 to $500. And most of us already have it. We don't have to put out that kind of money. We have a cell phone. We may pick up a little camera, a couple of things of software that I'll show you here later that may add to your, make it the experience easier. It's so cheap and you look so good out there with it, You can market your business and people see you, they trust you. You connect with that potential client much easier. And I love the video end of this, so I hope any of you that ever need help will contact me. We can do classes here in the office. I've offered that on Facebook and the other things too. We can get together on a Tuesday night, a Thursday night. We can learn how to upload. Any problems that people have or any obstacles that they have to need to overcome, we can do that. We can all get together. So has anybody tried to do video, or are they? What are the obstacles that you guys run into?
Time.
Time?
Brain.
Fear?
Yeah.
Okay.
My brain.
Fear of what? Fear of?
Technology.
Okay. Yeah. All you have to do is try it. You can't do anything. You can't break anything. That is the biggest thing though, is fear. And a lot of people say, I just don't know how to get started. I just don't know the programs to use. That's the number one thing. And then a lot of people say, well, I don't look good on camera.
That's it.
I just don't look good on camera. Well, the first part, that's just practice, and we can get by that. The second part, it's a spoiler alert. Your clients already know what you look like, okay? And the ones you're going to meet, they're going to know what you look like too. So it's something you have to just get over.
But I don't look like that in my head.
No?
That's good.
You can kind of, yes, Kurt.
My fairy's got an old saying that you need to update your picture for your card.
Yes.
You don't want to send somebody a card and then you show up at the door and they say, no, we don't want you, we want your daughter.
Yeah, that's true. And all the movie stars do that, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I like the picture of Wayne Newton especially. So, but where can you add video? I mean, you can use video anywhere. Websites, you definitely want a lot of video there, and you can set it up with your webmaster a lot of times where you can plug a video in every day or every week. If you get it coded right and learn how to move the code in, where you can just do a webcam every morning of this is the property of the day, whatever we got going on, you plug it right into your website. Landing pages, another great spot.
What is landing pages?
It's just a page that when somebody comes to your site, they're gonna hit on that first, and it'll lead them into your site. It may be a landing page for a high-end home, or about you.
Talk about you.
Yeah, so there's all kind of different ways you can do it, landing pages. Blog posts, like I was talking about, anytime you do a blog post, put a video in there. So it leads in and tells a little bit, an introduction to your blog post with the video, okay? YouTube, YouTube, I mean, everybody's on YouTube. So you want to create a YouTube channel that looks like everything else you have, okay? You want to brand it so it looks like your website. It looks like your Twitter page. It looks like your Facebook page. Everything branded the same. And listen, you can do some really cool stuff with that. Of course, we've talked about Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+. You definitely want to use all the video you can there, wherever you can, on Facebook and Zillow and all of them. So, and on Zillow, you can really use it in that website. I use it a lot in the website. So that's building SEO for your website and for everything else you're leading them to. Email. Now, this is one that I really like. This is something that's been around. We've seen it come and go over the years. There was a company here years ago, Hello World. We've got, now I use BombBomb is the one I like. There's a company out there called iJot. It's free. You get into that, try it out, see if you like it. But you can just, when you email a client, there you are, you're talking to them. It's so powerful. And it's easier because, I'm not a typer. I don't know how to type real fast and real good. So I like the video. I just hit the video, boom, it's real simple to do. But iJot is one that if you want to get into it and try it out, try iJot, it's free. And a lot of the stuff out there, they have, that we're going to go through later, they have free parts of that site so that you can get introduced to it, see if you like it, and then if you like it, then go up to the next step, But email is a very powerful one that I'm really working with now.
One more thing, BombBomb is B-O-M-B?
Yes, BombBomb.com.
Okay. And then iJot, I-J-O-T?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Ideas for videos you can make. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to do personal introductions. We want to tell them who we are, what we do, what we're passionate about. Tell them about our business. Tell them what our specialty is. You know, we're the short sale king of Las Vegas. We sell all high-end properties. Whatever you do, okay? Neighborhood tours. Now, not too many offices are doing neighborhood tour. You know, the regular tours we used to go out on, but you can do your own neighborhood tours. I just did one the other day. Listed a house in Silverstone Ranch. Went out to Silverstone Ranch, got through the guard gate, and went in. And I just went through and I took pictures of different areas around the community. Then I took some just short videos. I did some pans of the golf course, some pans of the mountains, the parks, the tennis court, pictures, and real short little 30, 60-second videos. Then I come back, I put them all in a program called Animoto, and I've got a tremendous video tour of that community now that you can really put some upbeat music to. You can do all kind of different things with it. You pick it out. It's very simple. It's so simple to do.
Animoto video editing software.
Yeah, and you just plug it. You put the pictures in.
That's good, actually.
You put some text in. You add some music to it. You hit the button, it produces it for you. Then you hit another button, it'll upload it wherever you want it to go. And there's a free version. There's a the pro version, and there's a intermediate program part of it. So that's one that I use all the time. So now I'll do Red Rock, do Summerlin. I did Desert Shores, do Lake Las Vegas. I mean, so many. You can do, you could do Valley of Fire, Red Rock. Red Rock is one of the best keywords in this town. Everybody hits, I don't know why, but Red Rock is, you keyword everything with Red Rock when you're doing stuff. Home tours, every home that I go into, every home that I'm looking at, I video it, okay? I video that home. I also take pictures because I want both. Because I may do the Animoto, I may just put a few pictures, say, put it up on, look at what you can buy. This is a HUD home out here in the Northwest, and I put a picture of the living room, the front of the house, and maybe the kitchen or the bathroom's nice on that. This is what you can buy for $115,000. Put that out there. That guy in Asia or Canada or wherever is looking at that. He's going, wow. You look at what we pay for our homes here in Canada. I mean, they're like, they can't believe what we pay for homes here, what they can buy for here. So home tours, everything, just.
So when you're showing property, other agents listing, you just run that one real quick too.
I'll take a
Post
picture
that.
of the front and the kitchen and that and post it.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
And a lot of the softwares now, the picture isn't just a static picture. Like in your iPhone and stuff, that picture moves. It pans a little bit. So it's not just a static, just a photo of a kitchen.
Yeah.
It'll pan a little bit, So it makes a nice thing. Screen capture. Now there's a program that I use all the time. It's called Snagit. It used to be called Jing, and they kind of merged them together now. It's just such a powerful program that you can use, and I use Camtasia a lot, which is the same company. TechSmith makes both of them. And you just can bring up your computer screen. Like I've done videos on the Home Affordable program, okay? The Hardest Hit Funds program. A lot of people don't know about that. So I bring it up on my screen, on my computer. I turn on my webcam, and I have my button, I have my finger on the button, and I talk into the webcam, and I'm saying, let's talk today about part 3 of the Hardest Hit Funds. I hit the button, it pans off of me, it goes right to my computer screen. Now we're on the computer screen, and that's what they're seeing, and they're following my cursor. Let's see what the requirements are for a loan modification. And we go through that, and we're done. We make a video. You can hit the button, pan back up to you, and say, okay, thanks for being here today and watching this. Stay tuned for part 4. We're going to do that next week. And you got a great video that you can post it everywhere. It's
that?
on your website.
What's that feature? What's that called?
Jing or
No, I know I'm on the trial, but what's the actual button that you're pushing that's making?
it's right on their control panel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right on their
Does it
control
scan
panel.
through?
It just pans right over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on Snagit, right?
Snag it, yeah. It's a great program. You can show people analytics. I mean, here's what's going on. You can do trainings on it. I did one on here's how we move those Zillow widgets over to Trulia so they're in the spots. We just do a real quick little video, show people. So it's so powerful. I use it a lot. Plus, if you do a video, you can use Snagit then. If you didn't take photos and you just need a still photo, just use Snagit to grasp a photo out of that video you made. Just bring your video up, stop it, do the snag it, bring it out, save it, and you got a photo. So you can do your photos that way too. So you don't have to, I always take both, but you don't have to. So that's a great program. Thank yous. We never say enough thank yous. And by the way, thank you all for being here today. I appreciate it. We can thank for referrals, thank you for your business. You know, thank you. We can put that out there, especially thank yous on a video email. Wow, how powerful. You know, Rosie just sent me did you see this? Look, Rosie just sent me a thank you, you know, for sending that client over. You know, so look at, you know, the locksmith. Yeah, let's thank him. He just rekeyed the house for us. He was there on time. He did a great job. He's, you know, he's great. Education. We all know everything about these communities we live in and work in. So we can share that with video. We can share that with all of our clients, get new clients. So that's some of the power of it. You can do videos on what's the 5 things a buyer needs to know, for top 5 things. What's the things a seller needs to know? You know, all these things that you can do education-wise. So the power of video, and there's just so many, you can just go on and on, so many opportunities. So what do we need to get started? Basically a camera, a tripod. I don't use a tripod much. I use it like for here today, or if I'm sitting in front of I'll do some videos on my little ZI-8 camera to put up on YouTube. It's just some, you know, whatever, and I'll use it for that. But I usually don't use it in houses and stuff. It's just too cumbersome for me. But a tripod, a camera, maybe a mic, you know, a good mic for your camera. Sony makes a nice one that's a wireless one for about, they're kind of pricey, they're about $150. You can find them on Amazon, stuff like that. Webcam, if you don't have one, they're pretty inexpensive. You can go, you know, from $20 up to $100. $100 will buy you
Can I interrupt for a
top line.
second?
Sure.
Between you and I, Dave, with your resources and a couple things I have, why don't we put together in our follow-up email a list of some of the specific mics or cameras and, you know, beyond the iPhone, tripods. Like I have some of that, and I bet you do too. And we'll send that to you, so a couple places you can go find some of these things.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. And I've got
locally even, but I've got a couple places where, like, I've been looking into the mic myself because the one built in is good, but very inexpensively you can get a microphone and even go up higher if you really get into this, that even if you were doing like a testimonial of someone, that you could even do wireless mics. There's some really interesting things you can do if you want to get into this big time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the mic's important.
We'll send a resource. I'm making notes of all
Okay,
that, so we'll
good deal.
do a resource.
Yeah, mics are very important. I you know, because this particular ZI-8, I have an external mic for it because it has a plug-in. I'm not using it today because I'm doing some experimenting with it. Another thing that when I was talking about video, and one thing that we're really all of us are missing out on that's tremendous, and I want to start. I'm going to do some experiments with some agents that want to do it. We want to film closings. So powerful. So powerful for that. People up there to see you at a closing with your client saying how good you are. Oh, it's tremendous, and no one's doing it. You know, I'm going to team up with a couple of title companies here, and we're going to do 5. I'm going to do about 5 people that want to do it, and we're going to take it, and we're going to take the raw footage, and we're going to get it done professionally. So we've got this to show to some people. So if somebody wants to do that, contact me, because I think it's so powerful. We're missing out on a big thing here. I've done it. I've got a few up, you know, but it can get better. So I just some basic, you know, iPhone, the little camera. Like I said, I got my little one here that shoots video. I take great pictures with this. We don't need a whole lot of equipment, you know. We don't need a whole lot of equipment. I do most of my video on my iPhone. Android. I'm not an Android. Yes.
I have a question. You said that you don't usually use a tripod. So when you don't use it, how do you make it not shaky, especially iPhone?
Good point.
There's some adapters you can get for, you know, at ihat.com. Is it their name?
HD Hat.
HD Hat.
Store.
They've got some deals.
I think it's about $150.
Yeah, what I do, now I use this little ZI-8, okay, and any camera that has a little, where you can plug it into a tripod, I use a little tripod like this. I put the camera on it, and just that much, just that much takes that out.
What are you using, Lena? What do
You
you
know?
have? What are you using to take a photo? iPhone?
No. I use my Sony.
Okay.
side
So
by
a
side.
tripod is.
I do have the little one like this. It still comes out a little.
Yeah.
You can
You have
buy
to
a
practice.
tripod. You can get a tripod for $30 or so. That's pretty decent. You can even get some shorter ones. You can get. Have you seen the tripod that's adaptable with
big
the
bend.
adaptable legs and
They
so
call it
forth? It's
gorilla.
kind of cool.
Yeah, the gorilla, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
gorilla.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I show a couple? Who has an iPhone? Let me just show you why we're talking about this. Let me show you something I learned watching this thing. So who has the iPhone S? Okay, the
Siri.
4S.
The 4S, yeah, or the 4, iPhone 4 or 4S, I think this works with both. So a couple of the, can I just share it really
Sure,
quick? Because I was like,
Yeah.
I knew this, I showed this to my sister and she was like, what? So lock your screen. So if you have your iPhone with you, you all did notice that there's like the camera button is here now, right? So it's a quick way to take, you go up and it quickly gets you to the camera. So you don't have to go in, log in and do it. But
How?
the little camera thing is at the bottom. But what this guy was showing in this really cool thing was that you stabilize this because these buttons now are also buttons you can use to stop and start. The plus button on the volume is a stop start button on the iPhone for taking a photo or a video. So what and I never thought about this is to use to hold it. This is what he did. To say hold it like this. This is for steady. Okay, so with the buttons facing down, and if you're going to shoot the video, you hold it. So like just to Dave's point right there, you're almost using this as a way to keep it steady. And you have access to, instead of having to come up here and push the button to stop and start it, you hit your plus button and that stops and starts it also.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool, and you can go this way and then film what you're doing, and you just sort of hold it differently. And I was like, wow, that's a cool tip. A couple other tips inside of the iPhone, the 4 and the 4S, is that I didn't know this, but you can, like if I was going to shoot Dave right here, if I want to, you know how that little square comes up when you're focusing? It's an autofocus feature. So like right now, if I come in and I touch into the image, I can hold it and it locks it in autofocus. And so what I'll get a little thing down here that says AEAF. And now, even if I'm panning around, I said to my camera, focus on Dave's face. So it doesn't go in and out and do all these other things, and that is so cool. I didn't know you could do that. You also can tap on your screen so that, I think you have to actually be in the video to go to that. Go to the video mode. I was in the other mode. You can, I just tapped on my screen and I went to widescreen format because it films in 16 by 9, the
yes.
widescreen. But if you don't do that, you're not really seeing what you're videoing. So by tapping on the screen, it puts it in letterbox, sort of like on your TV. Now you really see what's being captured, because when you import the video, you're going to really get a sense of what you're seeing. So these are some really cool tips I learned by that little, the guy that's this British guy that's teaching a little online series. Just some cool built-in features that can help. The other thing when you're videoing with your iPhone is put it in airplane mode.
Yes.
Because he probably going to cover that. Because it will stop the dings and the rings and the little beeps that you have if you have it on activation for chat, or you got a voicemail or you got a text. You go to airplane mode, right? Everybody knows how to do that. And then you remember to take it off airplane mode when you're done videoing.
I've been videoing many houses and somebody calls me in the middle of it.
Right. Now you have to edit that later. So
Also,
just a couple quick things that were pretty cool tips. Just
Also,
for
you can
iPhone
turn off
users.
Wi-Fi too.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Because you get
That
interference
iCloud
sometimes.
That iCloud just went to my computer and now it's on YouTube.
Yeah, there's so many things. The stability is key. And one thing about the iPhone, it has some built-in stability, like Jan was saying, a lot of it, where the cameras like the ZI8, they don't have that. So they are much better. The adapters to hold them, they're good. A tripod that you can just, you practice too.
Yeah.
There's a practice thing that we do. We focus on a light switch and we walk towards it. And we keep our center, we keep our feet in the middle of us, under us, and we film it. And we just practice doing that. How we walk, how we transition from a room into a bathroom. We don't want to be angled because then the picture skews the picture when you produce it. So there's a lot of different things like that.
One more thing, there's a case out there that's about $30, and I'll send you I think it's probably at the Apple store, that has the adapter so it will fit to a tripod. That is the best tip I found, and I was like, it's very inexpensive. There's a case that just basically has a little piece that kind of swings out, and you can do it either way. So you can move it so you could put it on tripod this way or this way. And now you're able to, because there is no built-in thing to it. So that was
Right.
kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah.
A little cool
One
touch.
of the other things that I had a reporter from Canada that came down here and was doing Susie helped him do an article about Vegas and the foreclosures, and he was showing me that he used to travel with 2 or 3 people, with a camera crew to video. They've taught them now where they have to do their all their video if they're behind enemy. He was a foreign correspondent. He's done everything. He's been around a lot of years. If they're behind enemy lines or they're in a disaster area, they have to do everything that they do now on a iPhone. They have to do all their video. They have to edit it, and if wherever they're at, then they can send it and get it to the news station. So that was kind of. And I said, you can't even use an iPad. He said, nope, they won't let us use an iPad. We got to use the iPhone. So I thought that was pretty
What's the
phenomenal.
app for the editing?
I don't know what he uses. Yeah. Yes.
And carry something just a little further on what Jan was saying about, kind of use your arm as a tripod when you do that. I see so many people holding their camera out like this, and sometimes with one hand, and if you're all nervous, you're gonna get a shake.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing this, you eliminate that possibility because you're more stable by using your arm as a tripod rather than stick them out here, because even if you're breathing, your camera will go up and down, and hopefully you're still breathing. So
You
that-
don't even have to be nervous when you click the button to take a picture, the camera moves.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
And don't go to Starbucks on the way there.
Some cameras, like ours, for example, there's a delay. Once you push the button, it will delay for about 1 to 2
You're
seconds
posted
before it
too.
actually pushes,
Yeah.
or actually
posted.
opens and closes the shutter. Gives you a chance to stop that.
Yeah.
How to do that, you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that feature because sometimes you miss the shot
Yeah.
in 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're doing,
Now, also YouTube has been doing some tremendous improvements here lately, and they have where you can stabilize in there also, and they're really good. I've seen it really improve. They just did another update here recently, and also YouTube now has done what we talked about on Trulia for posts, where you could post out months. Trulia or Zillow or YouTube's done that now with your videos also. You can put the videos up and have them post when you want. So that's a nice little thing that they just did. So they're always improving on YouTube. So always look in there and see what new updates are there. I do a lot. I do everything on my iPhone, and I have a little wide-angle lens on this camera. And when it comes with 5 little rings. I glue one on my iPhone also, so that lens now snaps right onto my camera for a wide angle also. So I like wide angles, especially if you're going to stitch pictures together, or if you're going to send them up to a professional company to do them for you, like HD Hat has a. You call them, they'll tell you what to take. You send it up to them for about $30, and it's amazing the video you get back. It's truly, they'll do an aerial shot coming into the all kinds of stuff they do. For $30, it's worth it.
Who does that?
HD Hat. And
HD, how do you spell it?
HD, H-A-T,
H-H-E-T?
HD hat.
just HD Hat, yeah.
I can hat you wearing.
And it's a tremendous company, and I love their store. That's my candy store there. But
You put a wide angle on your iPhone?
I do sometimes I don't. You have to watch with the wide angle because it'll cut down your light because of the way the camera lens is situated on this. There are tricks to that too. But I do everything on this, and then what I do is I move it to the iPad to edit because the screen's a little too small for me on here to edit effectively. So I move everything to the iPad. Now, the best thing you can buy for an iPhone, iPad, is the camera kit at the Apple Store. Buy the camera kit because you can just plug your phone in, plug it into your iPad, and everything moves right over. It actually will, the software I use I have it on both, is iMovie. It's a great, simple editing software, and when you move it over, it's right in iMovie. And all you have to do is drop it down into the bar where you edit it, put your clips together. It underlines them up here so you know they're using them. So it's just a tremendous program. So that's what I do. And also you can take the camera kit for the iPhone actually has another piece to it where you can take your chip out of your camera and put in there too, and download right to your iPad or your iPhone too. So So that's a nice little thing. There's actually a chip now, I just read it yesterday, for the phones, where you have your little SIM card chip type thing. They have one now that is Wi-Fi. So when you have it in your camera, it sends it to your computer or your iPad or whatever, so that you can just utilize it. You know, you don't have to do the manual part of all this. So I saw an 8 megabytes about $100, so it's just for the guy who needs it. But not a lot of equipment. You know, we have most of us have that. How do we film? And we went through a little bit of that already. You want to prepare, look around, close that toilet lid, you know. You know, clear that counter off. If that last agent, their kids left their water bottle sitting on the sink, you know, put them down somewhere. Shoot. We're not paying for film anymore, so shoot. Try different things. Try different settings on your camera, on your iPhone. I always take pictures from I want to get the whole room, so I take pictures from this angle, then I go over there and I take it back at this angle. And backyards, the same thing. Get at that farthest point, come back. Get the picture of the back of that house, just like we did the front of that house. You know, all these things that you can, and then you can edit later. You can look at those pictures later and delete the ones you don't want, pick the best ones. Think about, and take your time. Kind of go through and plan your you know, what you want to portray to your clients, what you want them to see. I do things a little different because it depends on whether I'm just putting a video out or I'm doing one for an investor. The investor wants to see, I want to see those cabinets, you know, I want to see that leak in the ceiling, that crack in the wall, whatever. So you know, it's different for who you're filming for. So use a tripod. You know, I don't a lot, but a lot of people like them. You can set up. There's a thing I'm playing with right now. It's called Swivel, and you can set up a tripod. And I had it here last time, and I had some problems with it. Put your iPhone in it. It plugs right into your iPhone. And you wear it has a mic that you wear around your neck, and you can now walk through that house, and it follows you. And so you can be in the video now of that house, saying, "Look at this kitchen," and pulling out the drawer. "Look at this zero cold. Let's look in here," and you know, all that stuff. And you're right in the video now with the swivel. It's kind of pricey. It's about $180, but a lot of things you can use it for. So I just like all the toys.
Dave,
Yeah.
S-W-I-V-B-L-E?
S-W-I-V-L.
Oh, I-V.
S-W-I-V-L, yeah, it's kind of new on the market. There's another site out there that everybody should always be looking at, and that's techsavvyagent.com.
What is it, tech-savvy?
Tech-savvy agent, you know, they're always in town. When Realtor.com comes to town, they're always on stage with Realtor.com. They have all the latest reviews on everything that's happening, so I'm always on their site. And they're really, I like them. I like the guys that put that together, so it's good. Invest in equipment. You know, what do you need? What are you comfortable with? How, you know, I mean, you can spend a ton of money on stuff, but you don't really need to. Don't really need to. We had almost, you know, we got more computer power in our hand here now than they had when they put the first man on the moon. So, right here in our hand. So, if you know, I'm a big proponent of Google. There's a site right there. So you don't know how to upload a video into YouTube. There it is. YouTube.com/watch. You could Google in, how do I upload a video to YouTube? You're going to get a whole bunch of video tutorials, text tutorials, whatever you want, and they'll show you every step of the way how to do it. Some are better than others, but you know, it'll tell you everything you need to do. Yes, sir.
I see all kinds of prices on memory cards.
Yes.
You go to a drugstore or something like that, that'd be $15 for a 4 meg card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Throw it up. Go get on the mailing list at, what's my favorite store, I think? Big Lots.
Big Lots.
Oh my
Every
God.
once in a while,
Yeah.
they'll run a sale on an 8 gig card for $9.
Yeah.
The closer you can get to $1 per gig, the better deal you're getting.
Yeah.
If it costs more than $1 a gig, it's not a good deal.
Yeah.
And some of them are really out there, $4 or $5 a gig, so forget that. But get on the mailing list. If you don't buy anything else from them, at least you get the flyer that tells you when they're gonna have that.
Yeah.
And then get there early, because they do sell out.
Yeah. Yeah, always check the internet. You know, Newegg, Amazon's got everything. I mean,
Oh my God, Amazon.
you know, everything. They've taken over the whole
Yeah,
deal.
yeah,
You know,
they
it's
really
amazing. But I use them because you
I
usually
know.
get free shipping. So,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's true.
you know, so you good. So but use Google. Use Google for anything you need, and don't be afraid. Try it.
Yeah.
Try it. We'd never get anywhere unless we try it. You know. So video. We talked a little bit about the stabilization. Shoot as wide as possible. When I talk about shoot as wide as possible, I was talking about the wide angle lens, so that's easier for if they're using stitching software or something. The wide angle lens makes it easier to stitch photos together in a panorama type situation. Avoid jerky movements, and we talked about that. You know, Jan had some good tips there. Do your arm, do it. Screw a tripod into the camera if you can. When you walk, you know, plan your walk. You know, like Kurt said, don't hold your camera way out here in front of you. You know, Jan had that was a fantastic tip. I will use that tip.
Yeah.
And just walk and plan your walk, you know, and how you're going to turn. Like I said, when you transition into a room, make sure you're straight. You don't want to be at an angle because it makes the picture come out skewed. A lot of times I'll go into and I'll back out of a room. So I got a panorama coming back out of that room. You know, just all different things that you can try. And as you do it, you'll get better and better at it. And it's video becomes kind of a real, it's I don't know, it's kind of like a whole new avenue that we move into. You know, it kind of takes the boredom out of, you know, the real estate day-to-day, everyday things.
Right.
For me, it does anyway. Don't paint the room. Now, I do this a lot. And painting the room means that you're coming in with a video and you're going, you're getting it all, you know. And we see a lot of that out there. You know, I do that sometimes because I'm trying to show that investor that you know, that where something's been patched in the ceiling. So I'll do it somewhat, or I'm showing cabinets. I want to show the high dollar stuff, what he's going to have. So, but you don't normally want to do that. You don't want to paint the room. So
That's a cute term.
yeah.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, walk with your body weight centered. So you plan your walk and you don't get all that jerkiness in there. I always also, I do my videos and I come back later and whatever software I'm using, whether it's iMovie, I use Camtasia a lot. Camtasia is a fantastic program. And it's part Camtasia. So it's just a great program. You can do so many neat things with it. I mean, there's whole classes on it you can take. But I take all the sound out of my videos because I don't want that tap 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 of me walking through the pergo or that chirping. There's always that chirping smoke alarm. You know, it's always there. So I take you just hit silent, takes everything out. I narrate it, and you don't have to get into a big thing with narration. You just go and you know, narrate the first couple minutes of it. This is the address, it's square footage, it's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. Enjoy our video and take a walkthrough of our wonderful home. And then you have the music track playing, you know. And then I put little call outs in it. This is bedroom 2, bedroom 3. This is, you know, you can just identify, this is the upstairs bath, this is the loft. Put those little call outs in there. You don't have to be talking on it. They don't really want you talking all the time anyway, you know, they just want to watch the house. You know, they don't want you, they want to see the house. So, but that's one thing that I do a lot is I just narrate it, you know, in the beginning.
Difference in Camtasia and Animata?
Camtasia is a full-blown editing thing. Animoto is just where you plug in pictures, add sound to it, add you know, the transition you want, and boom, it produces it for you. It's real easy, real nice.
But you can't speak on it, right?
There is a way to do that,
No.
yes. I found a way to do that. Somebody sent it to me yesterday, so that will be fantastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you put address and a price on your video tours?
I don't. I put the address. And that's a whole nother thing too that we'll get into down the road is keywording these videos and making them work for you. Oh, that's so important. I'll give you a little tip. On your this is a free one. Okay. on that address of that video, you want your MLS number, your name, and the address. That's one of the keywords. That's some of the keywords. And between the MLS number, you do the pipe sign. Between the your name, you do the pipe sign, and the address, you do the pipe sign. And that's some keywording there that you do. There's much more that you can do. You can do tags. You can do things. It's right on your keyboard. You'll see it. It's
Backslash?
Yeah, it's right next to the backslash. Yeah, it's a pipe sign. It's the vertical. So
Yeah.
that separates them.
Oh, okay.
But that's a key thing. That's important. Now you can use it on other
There you
things
go.
too. You can use it down in your description. Do that down in your description too.
Yeah.
Okay. Put your website in there.
Now, if you got somebody else's MLS, do you put that in there?
I do.
So you have another agent, no?
I ask them. I get permission.
Oh, there you go,
Yeah.
okay.
Gotta get permission.
In writing?
Yeah. So, but those are all tricks, you know, and you learn so many things to make this.
And right.
This is just not a video that's up there of you. There's a lot of stuff that happens with this video.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting SEO. You're building. I mean, it's tremendous, the power of this. I had a client, and I went out and I said, they said, so why would I use you? And I said, well, I got a house listed over here. It's a horse property. Let's just bring it up. Let's just Google the address. And I showed them. We were back about 8 pages, and we're still on that house. It's showing that house. It's amazing where it goes. There was actually a camera company that had used the video of that house on the display of their camera, showing their camera. So, I mean, that's some powerful stuff when you show that to a client. They go, oh, okay, my property's going to be the same thing, correct? Oh, yeah. Yes.
One more question. When you put an address in the property, and you know the properties move very fast these days, so once it's sold, you have to take pretty much that video down, right? You can't keep it
Yeah,
up.
I'll leave it there. Because what you're going to do, too, is you're going to put that subdivision in there, okay, for that property.
But you
That's
still-
one of your tags, a
but
subdivision.
You still have the video of the property that is no longer for sale, and
Yeah.
that
Okay.
new homeowner.
That's
finds
all right.
Pick
it
up
out.
another buyer.
Yeah, you're going to have that. So somebody comes into Vegas and they go, you know, let's go, we saw this house and it was Iron Mountain Ranch. Let's go Iron Mountain Ranch. Okay, they bring some, and there's your video. Now you're there in front of them.
No, I understand. That's
Mhm.
wonderful for me,
Mhm.
but
Get the permission of the seller then. I mean, just think outside the box. It's exactly what he just said.
I've never had a problem with it.
So if it's like, it's an example, if they don't want it, then take it down. But
Yeah.
if you get them to say it's okay to do it, and it's moved on, and maybe the new people don't like it or whatever, you could also take it down. But if you go, it's an example of a property and a floor plan that's in this area, or this property has sold. You sold it, if it's your listing, we sold this property within this many days, right? Now it turns to a different thing. Like if we're talking about it being on YouTube, just make the changes to it. You could, I don't think you have to take the video down unless you get the seller wanting you to take it down or the new buyer wanting to take it down. If you change it to it's now a sold property, it's historical information. That's how I think about it.
I've had one person ask me to take one video down.
Our custom home was on display at the mall on Las Vegas Boulevard from another company, who even knows for how long it was. About 2 years after our
Yeah.
house was up for sale, they still had it for display. So we reported them and they told them to take it down.
Right. So I think, but if it's our listing, I think what we do is, it's a great point you're bringing up though, actually. So what I
Yeah.
like about this
Yeah.
point you're making is that it's an idea that if you're really into video and distribution onto sites, on certain listing sites, they're gonna come down automatically because as soon as it goes to contingent or pending, it comes down. But when you're putting it on your blog, your YouTube channel and so forth, maybe we need a little disclosure from the seller letting them know that it will be up there as a historical. You will change it to a sold status or updated, because do I have your permission as you as the homeowner to leave this up as historical information that I sold this property? And if they say okay, it should be all right. Now, the new homeowner could potentially have a problem with it. I don't know. I mean, but again, I think I could stand by that as a broker to say that at the time you did this, it belonged to that property. That's how it looked. You had their permission to videotape it and to put it online in these channels.
And
Something very, very simple.
Unless you've gotten a complaint and know about it.
Right.
And then you pull it down.
And if a
Right,
person
and then
does
you take
come,
it
you're going
down.
to say, yes, we'll take it
But
down.
I
Yeah.
think it's all good. I mean, I think about that. It's a really good point because I have tons of blog posts from a while ago that have videos on it, and I don't take them down.
We're talking about that evergreen material, right? I mean, we want that up there.
Very good.
That's a good question.
I've done some videos before, and I'm just thinking that, from a long time ago with the
Yeah, I know.
address and the
Me
price,
too.
and I'm just thinking, well, is it gonna come back
Yeah,
to
but
me?
you never want to put a price in, because
I don't
what if
put
you
prices.
have
I
to
know.
reduce the
Yes,
price, you don't
yes.
want to change
That,
it.
Yeah.
that I discovered
Yeah.
as I was going, but my first videos, I still have them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
is the new owner.
Good question.
But actually, I think SEO-wise, having the address is a smart move. Because, you know, in the YouTube, if you did single property websites, for example, I put 123 Elm Street, Las Vegas, Nevada 89135 in the title.
Oh, yeah.
Because people do search for that. So what I say we take the responsibility for as a listing agent is after it's closed, go into the blog post and modify it later, or the YouTube channel and say, here's the facts, property, whatever is historically true. The property sold and closed and things that are in your benefit. In 30 days in a short sale success or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Use it as a marketing tool.
Yep.
You know how we do just listed, just solds? Think of your video of your listing being a just listed, just sold, online forever.
Right.
Yep.
Okay, so maybe that's the approach that
Yeah,
we take.
that's
But
the
I
approach.
like that we should get a permission.
Yeah.
That they're aware that we're doing it. It would be in the listing. A simple, you know how we have it in the listing, like they're saying they're opting in, but what if we just went a little, you think of the channels you use, and you simply get their permission and acknowledging that you're going to be distributing photos, videos, and information on their home on these sites and these various channels, and even it turning into historical sold information, and you have their permission to do so. Something simple. Maybe I'll come up with a
We
disclosure.
talk about that.
Okay.
And also on YouTube, when you post it on YouTube, go into your settings and adjust your settings, your tags. Go to the advanced settings. Over there, you can put in the address, copy and paste the address, put it in there's a spot for it. Where was this video shot? Paste that right in there, and then hit enter, and that creates a geotag for that property. Very powerful, very powerful. So all these things that will, we'll go through in other classes that are very important to getting all that placement and all that benefit from what you're doing. That's tremendous for you, Pan slowly. And you can practice with this, as you do your videos, you'll get the whole feel for what you do. And I pan, sometimes I pan fast and I look at the video and now that was, so next time I'm gonna slow it down and I'm gonna go through it a little slower, I'm gonna back up or move forward into rooms. So all these things, you just practice with them and get it to where it looks right for you. And then I had a guy call me the other day, he goes, man, that was the best video you've done. He said, the angles were right. I said, well, thanks, Yeah, I'm trying, So it was good,
Dave?
Yes.
Another thing, when we keep talking about videoing the house and mostly interior and all of that, but years ago, before they had all of the little stuff that we could use, you had to have a professional. He'd come out and he'd put a motor drive on top of a tripod, turn on his video, and then duck down. And then that thing would very slowly do a 360-degree turn. Where that really works, and don't forget to do this yourself now, is out in front of the house. Show them the street, the neighborhood, other houses on the street. Just very slowly turn around and show them what the neighborhood looks like.
Unless you got
That's
something
very
on
important.
blocks or something.
I always do that.
Either way.
I always do that when I do my videos. I walk up to the house. I take a couple of stills in the front, because I put them right at the beginning. Then some neighborhoods I don't want to do, but I do a pan of the neighborhood so they can see how nice it is. And I always make sure I really get the backyard and what's over that fence behind them in the backyard. So all those things are key. And it's just, this is basically everything I use. Everything that I use to create video. I use Animoto, one of my favorite programs. In fact, I'm just going to upgrade to the ultimate one here, I think, because I can do voiceover. I can narrate it now. I found a way that I'm experimenting with. Somebody sent me a blog post yesterday on how to narrate these things, and that'll be tremendous. Webcam. I use a webcam a lot. Camtasia Studios, fantastic software. There's a lot of classes out there you can take. It's pretty much same as iMovie, basically, and iMovie is really easy to use. A video converter, and we're going to go through. I've got some lists here and other slides of these things that you have in your handout. Moavi. Now, certain times, certain things, you're going to need to change video file names. Okay, if you upload to YouTube, it's an FLV file. You may need, this program over here may not take that type of files. You might need to change it into an MOV file. Or you might change it into an MP4 file. So these are all things that you're going to run across, and you can't get frustrated with it. There's programs that do it all for you. And this is one I paid $39 for. There's a lot of free ones, but I like one, it's a little more, it does a little more things, so I paid for it. The Moavi. The wide angle lens. Simple kit, Amazon has it. It comes with a little bit of tube of glue. $40 I think, $39 I paid for mine. You can get them way up, high priced. I stick the ring on my ZI-8, I stick the ring on my iPhone, and I got a wide-angle lens wherever I need it. You know, you can really get exotic with some of this stuff, and you'll see that on HD Hat. They have some real exotic stuff. YouTube, one of my favorites. This is my swivel product. It pans to follow you, so you can do some real nice interior stuff with on your own. This is Kugelsoft, which is a program to transition. It makes it easier to transition iPad or iPhone to your PC or Mac. I got it. I don't use it that much because I've learned another way to do it. Snagit, we talked about that. Little light bar. You can find these little light bars. This one is a battery-powered SEMA. You can add several of them to your, and it again has your little screw in for your, like a tripod mount. You can screw right into your camera if you have that, you know, that receptacle on your camera. But this was really good if you're filming and you're in a, say, a HUD home. There's no power on.
What's that called?
It's a SEMA light, and it's battery, SIMA, and they're on Amazon, and pretty inexpensive, and you can mount several. But if you're walking into a home where the power isn't on, and you know you want to open all the blinds, get your lights on if the power's on, but if you're walking into an area, say a master bedroom closet that's dark, you'll have the light then when you walk in. You're going to have enough light there to film it and get an image. So. I use this a lot. It's handy.
Do you, when you have like the blinds open, the drapes open, and you get that glare off the windows that comes in?
Well, you know, you can edit it out. Like if you're doing it on an iPhone, you put it in iMovie. You can just, when that clip is in your iMovie tray, you can just touch on the clip, run your finger down, and just erase that piece out, and it puts it right back together. So iMovie is really a cool program, and they teach a class down at the Apple store that's really nice. I ended up, one day I was down there and they were all done with the class, and I said, well, aren't you going to show this and this and this? And they said, would you like to teach the class? And I said, sure. So she said, I didn't know you could do that. so there's some really nice tricks in there that you can do, and iMovie is so simple. You drop it into a tray, you bring some transitions in, you can bring some call outs in, you add music to it. I mean, it's just, and boom. I mean, it's so easy, so simple, and you hit the button and upload it to YouTube. I mean, or Facebook, wherever you want to put it. So.
And you need to be real careful on what music you're.
I just got I got hit this week by that. I got a YouTube. I uploaded it was the house in Iron Mountain Ranch. I think no, it was another one I had, but I put through Animoto. I put Mozart music to it, and I immediately got hit by YouTube and Facebook. Oh, you can't use this. So I got scared.
Yeah, there's that website, it's like freemusic.com or something.
Yeah.
That's where you want to go to get your music.
Yeah, there's a lot of good sites where you can get it, but
also
so I checked.
Y'all know in YouTube, right? When we go over YouTube in a couple weeks, there are Creative Common songs. A lot of artists have put their songs up there that when you go in and we show you in YouTube, you can go within YouTube and actually get clips that are legal. And there's tons of places. There's some great copyright music or royalty-free music sites that you can actually get music.
Yeah.
In iMovie, there's clips and
Yeah,
stuff
you're
that
not
are
to
in
use
there
those.
that you can use
Yeah.
the things that are in that or in some of the other things that are available to you. But it's a very, very good point. They have all that stuff is quickly looked at, and they'll take your video down.
They were trying
or
to
make you block your channel.
They hit me this week on that, and right away I got really afraid because of copyright infringement and this and that. So I really contacted Animoto and I said, they're telling me this, can I use this? I paid for your program, so that gives me the right to use the Mozart music, right? They said, oh yeah, don't worry about it. YouTube has algorithms that just automatically do that, and as long as you're buying through that. But see, I was taken down. I had a whole year's work up on YouTube. And one day I got a notice that said, you're down.
Wow.
We've taken you down and you're down for life. And I was like, whoa. And then my clients that had, because when I film a house, I send them a link to it, and then they can send it to Aunt Mary and Uncle Harold, and everybody can see the house. Well, now they get this notice going, and they go, Dave, what happened? It doesn't look good here, And I was like, oh no, and I fought YouTube. I fought them. And I saw guys on the internet who've been there 2 years, couldn't get response from YouTube. I got a response and I got put back up because I said, I'm coming over to Cherryville up there, and I'm coming to see you. I Googled their corporate governance. I'm coming, I got an attorney. So they said, After 3 of those messages that I sent, they said, you know what, we put you back up. That was a whole year's work gone. And from that, I learned that there's, when you're looking at a video in YouTube, if you scroll over it, up in the right-hand corner, it comes up RealPlayer. That's a program you want to download. There's a free version, there's a paid version. You want to download RealPlayer.
Really?
Because when you put your videos up on YouTube, they're now theirs, right? Okay, so they took me down. I lost a whole year's work.
Oh, God.
And I was like, wow, you know, I didn't do anything. You could, you know, Lynn Jo could say, hey, I don't like what Dave put up there, and tag me, I'm down.
Wow.
Somebody could say, we don't like Dave, he's doing all this video, and we're kind of jealous, you know, and
Oh, man.
we'll take him down now. Competition. So they took me down. I got back up. But so then I learned that you want to download RealPlayer. And every video you put up, you want to then download into your RealPlayer so you have a copy of it, right? And RealPlayer is nice too because you can change video formats in RealPlayer too. So that's real nice and real easy there. You don't even need the, you know, the converter.
So it's like a backup?
Yeah, so you got all your videos right there. So if anything happens with YouTube, you still got your material.
I'll be darned.
You know, so.
And then you want to back up everything offline.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really
So,
good.
you know, iPhone, iMovie, tripod, that's basically everything I use. I don't know, they stopped making the ZI-8, the little flip cams. They have the USB that plugs right in your computer.
Yeah.
They stopped making them, I guess because of the iPhones. They're a fantastic camera. You can still find them around on eBay and stuff.
Got 3 of them.
Oh, they're fantastic cameras, you know, and they have the external mic and all that. So, and I'm trying to get swivel. Swivel's trying to. The swivel only plugs in for the mic for the iPhone right now, and I've asked them to make an adapter for the ZI-8 because the ZI-8 fits in the swivel, and we want the mic going into it too. And that should be. They said they think they'll be able to do it. So that's something that's coming also. So, video editing. I'm going to give you just examples of some programs that are out there. You know, they're inexpensive. Some of them are free. Video editing, you know, Snapseed, Snapseed. Aperture's real good. It's a little pricey, but you know, you get what you pay for on these things. You know, they do more things. Get GIMP. That's a good one. That's a free one. It's a good one.
It's in the handout.
Yeah. Picnic. That's a good one. You know, so it's in the handout. These are all in the handout. I think should be.
Up there.
This handout is like Facebook based, seems like.
Yeah, the one I picked up was too, so we might have to make a few more copies.
I was wondering if I could get that information by email.
Yes. Oh, this is the wrong one.
But I think
I was
that,
wondering.
Yeah, we've been making a lot of notes.
Yeah, no, this is the wrong one. Yeah,
Do
no,
you
I'll
have-
send
do
you.
you have a master?
I need your email. I gotta have your email now. I'll send you one. I'll send you a video email with it. So,
Thanks so much for enjoying.
Yeah, I made a handout with all these
You got it right
things
here,
in.
actually. Just
Okay.
copy the wrong one.
So here's the top 5 free videos. You know, and most of these are free if you buy the Mac or the, you know, it comes with the computer. So, but Apple iMovie, you know, Windows Movie Maker is really good. You know, I've used both of those. I've used Avid. I like Avid a lot. That's probably the closest thing to iMovie, and it does a little more things, a little more bells and whistles in Avid. I like it. I still, you know, I got used to iMovie, so I kind of trended back to that. But video converters, again, there's a few, and I'll send you these that you can use. Some of them are free. My favorite is the Mogvavi. It's just easy to use. It's a no-brainer. You just move the files in, hit the button, it changes to whatever you want, whatever you choose. And you will be doing a lot of that. You will be changing file formats.
But you say now RealPlayer does it, so we really don't.
RealPlayer does a lot of them. Yeah, it'll do a lot of them. Yeah, most of the basic ones you'll need, probably RealPlayer. Yeah. I'm not an Android guy, but I thought I had to put some Androids because a lot of people have Androids, but there's some of the editing apps for Android. I'm not experienced with them, but
We'll try them
there's a
out.
ton of them. You just go into their store, you know, and all their stuff is the same as the Apple store, and they've got a lot more now. iPad, I'm real familiar with that. You know, like I said, I use iMovie. So easy to use, just so easy to use. And when you download it on your phone or your iPad, there are other programs in there that you look for that they'll give you little tutorials on how to use it. You can Google up tutorials. Guys have done whole video series on how to use iMovie. It's so simple. Add transitions, add a little music, cut out the bad spots, you know. And I mean, you can do transitions where you show the front of the house, and then the whole thing turns around, and now you're in the front door. And then you do a different transition over here. It's just really cool stuff that you can do. Yeah. I just did a thing the other night on where I did exploding money and sound, and what you want to do too is you want to create your video bumpers. Okay. You want to create who made this video. Okay. You can do video ones or you can do still ones. You know, you can just I can't think of that program that I have on my iPhone that has a bunch of them in it.
Sounds like a jib jab.
Yeah, there's probably a bunch of them out there. There's one I downloaded here on my Clippish. Clippish Pro has a bunch of them in that you can do still ones with, and you just put in. It's like got the movie curtains at the end, and I put in there Dave and Susie. This movie done by Dave and Susie. You know, all kinds of different ones they have, and you put your information in there. Sometimes you can do a video one leading into the video. If you want, once you get used to this, and they're not that hard to make, and you just put them up front, put one in the back. So we want to know, we want to get the full impact.
Yeah. Who
Who made this video? So who do I contact? So there's just a tremendous amount of things we can do with it. I'll do. Anybody who wants to contact me, we've got programs we're putting together to help people get started. I'll have a lot of stuff up in my shopping cart next week if that's the way somebody wants to go. If we want to just have classes here in the office and meet on a Tuesday night or Wednesday night or whatever, we can do that. I'd be more than happy to help anybody that wants to get going with this stuff, because I mean it's so powerful, and nobody raised their hand.
Yeah.
Nobody, who's doing it? You guys are doing a little bit, and it's just jumping in there and trying it. You can't break in, you can't hurt anything. I mean, you can do with the face cam. You can just hit the button, and then you're walking through. Do videos of your dog in the morning playing. Do videos of. We go out now. When we go up here. I went to Agave the other day. And they bring out this I take pictures of the food. I put it up on Facebook. So pictures, video, all of it is so powerful. And now you're being seen. And it's keyworded. And that's up there. And I mean,
Was
the
it
power
Red Rock with the food, Red Rock?
yeah, the power of it is, wow. We're missing out.
Yeah.
We're all missing out on this. And we want the Realty One agents to be, we lead this town and everything else. Let's have all the people with all the videos out there through Realty One too, it's.
One question on the Facebook for a second. When you said about keywords like Summerlin or Red Rock or whatever, so when you make a little blurb and you post it, are those keywords picked up?
You want to get elaborate in your descriptions, and you want to say this house is in Red Rock Canyon, and we're right on the edge of Red Rock Canyon. It's over here 30 miles, and or we're over here, and then we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, and you want to put in all words, and we're in the country club, the Anthem Country Club division, whatever that subdivision is. Put all those words in there that are going to bring that. So next time when somebody from New York is Googling and says, hey, Google, Anthem, you're coming up. You're in front of them.
Even if it's just on Facebook?
All of it, yeah.
Really?
No, it goes everywhere. Yeah. You're gonna come up in front of them.
I wondered how he bounced up on stuff once in a while.
Yeah. We just sold a house. We got a contract yesterday on a gal. It was funny because she worked at Vaughn's. I didn't even. She found this on one of the sites. Which site was it? She say? But she hit, and it was funny because I said, oh yeah, I used to work for Vaughn's. I've cut meat for them for years, and this and that, And she, oh okay. So we had a whole bunch of stuff in common, and we just got a completed contract for her yesterday. So it was real good. So you never know how these things are gonna, when you get out there, and I can't say enough. And we talked about it before with the Zillow and Trulia. People gotta do that. You gotta get your reviews. You gotta get that going. Do that $10 site. Do your video on that site because you can blog on there. Do the video on that, and that's the powerhouse. All this. You're riding on their power. They're so huge. We saw it. 60 hours of video every minute. People were watching video.
Yeah, I listed a house the other day, and the guy said, yeah, you got the same price Zillow had. I said, that's surprising, first of all. But thank you.
Yeah. So, you know, thanks everybody for coming. I hope you got a few
Thanks,
tips
Dave.
out of everything, and we're gonna do some more, you know, so come and see us.
Thank you very much.
And,
I love it. So we
So do
gotta, so what, you're gonna email the,
Yeah.
your handout that has a lot of those things in it. I have a couple things I'll add to it.
Okay.
And then if you get it to me, we'll send it to everybody because we'll just really encourage what we're doing for people that wanna go out and do a little bit more on this, so.
Yeah, and
Just start.
I
That's
urge
what we
everybody,
say.
try it. You can't hurt anything. You know,
We can have
you don't
contests.
have
Why
to
don't
be
we-
in the video.
Let's give them a
go.
challenge. Let's give everybody a challenge here, Dave. Why don't we have everyone, and we'll award something here for people that at least post a video and get it on. Now, you did probably cover ahead of step up because I had like an emergency situation. So you know that you can't put it on Facebook. You can't upload it to Facebook, but what you want to do is put it on YouTube, and then you take it, and then you can put it all places. So
Yeah.
you grab the code or you grab the
Grab
link.
the link.
But what I want to see is we should have a contest, and I'll come up with what the contest will be with the time frame and what we'll have as a prize. But the deal will be you have to post it on the Nevada Realty One Groups Nevada's Facebook page. So it needs to be related to real estate, so it's a benefit to you to get out there, and we'll try to encourage more people to get on that site.
Just get me to Facebook. Hello.
So